It's currently 11-1, 3, 25, roughly 11:07. And I was just pondering, it's very funny. The multiverse has come through once again, showing you how they only use blacks to get what they want, and back to it again. So you had, since George Floyd, you had the Asian Protection Act, and you had the LGBT affirmation, affirmation, meaning they were confirmed. As you read you don't even read the Civil Rights Bill from 1964. It says it protects race, religion, and what? Sex. So the LGBT or the ABC group burned all that time for something which was already there for them. But yet the George Floyd Act was still never passed, and been happening since George Floyd. I saw you. It went from George. This is pandemic. George Floyd was 28-17 or 18-19, right? It went from George Floyd to free health care and education, and on top of that, immigrant asylum seeking. Bury George Floyd literally and literally. Or really the black man's cause, literally and literally. And now that they came back to this situation, what's been happening? That's Richie Rashad show. Somebody, I forgot what happened. Somebody got killed by a cops again. Some craziness. But it's been happening. Now, like I said, now the challenge to all y'all blacks. Keep that same energy. You said it's bad for kids to suffer, right? Well, they just removed affirmative action. On top of that, you've been suffering before. Remember, that's why you have what they call now black fatigue. Because you've been fighting for everybody, and now you're more tired again, right? For everybody, while they just watch you burn and get their bills and don't say nothing about the actual danger which being a black man in America or a black person in America actually faces, which is the police. I was watching the video as like his old head boy from the continent. He's talking about a college, either it's an old video or it's a new old video from that time of Kaepernick, or it's a new video in which the same thing happened once again, where a young black woman or a girl in school refuses to acknowledge the anthem, and the white girl he's talking to, he was saying, well, yeah, I got black people in the military, I'll support it. No. And the guy said, well, if you don't support it, why don't you get out of America? I'm looking like, hold up. You're telling me to leave America because I'm complaining about injustice towards my people, especially for my children who I had to fear may not make it home, not because what they call oppositions, well, it is out, exactly, but because of somebody wearing a fucking badge either might put them in jail and or kill them. So because I don't agree and therefore don't acknowledge the flag, I have to fucking leave America? So once again, all y'all blessed get on YouTube and social media complaining. I thought y'all were on strike. I thought y'all were on pause. Meaning whatever happens, shut the fuck up. And don't get involved. Because once again, by you showing your black power, which you don't use for yourselves only for some reason, you just showed once again, when you get involved, shit happens. But you still ain't going to see my other video, nobody should vote, meaning the last election, Trump versus Harris, until Amendment 13, Section 19, which states slavery is abolished except through criminal. I don't know who the fuck in Congress would be against erasing that. Therefore, reducing. See, that's one of the biggest misses for the country. The prison system would only be locking up people with serious criminal acts. Just acts. Because you would not be able to afford people being in there for drug addiction, for marijuana possession, for light crimes. They would find alternatives like mental health problems or institutions. and or which the insurance will cover, and or rehabilitation, which also insurance covers. And you will only have to put and only be able to put people in there that commit real crimes. Yeah. And even certain crimes still need mental help. So you would either go to mental help first and then go to jail if it's recommended, and or if they're approved, it's like, what's the point of going to jail? Rehabilitate you, right? Dude, that's but they won't do it because why? Slavery is abolished or modified, except for, and since Psalms 83, I know, right? Psalms 83, they are Confederate. I know you want to be a part of Babylon, right? But they don't fucking like you. They are Confederate against thy children. Exactly, you got even Israelites or people of the bloodline of the Torah want to be cool with their enemies and will even take the bottom of bottoms. Because it says it don't matter. Like you see a black man in America. It's about you being you and the potential authority that you have. That's why they use you only for their own hair on the Sabbath, for their own benefit. But other than that, keep you in the shackles. If they come get you out when it's time to use you and put you back in shackles. Because you want to see? You don't understand the rules to the game. You don't understand the rules to the game. So that shows you're the only one in this country, in this planet, that has the true authority. And they come and see. So why? Exactly. You even said it yourselves. Why do they keep coming to you and calling for blacks to unite with them when they have a cause? If they know they're this shit and you're corny and inferior. See, like I said, if I'm playing football, and I know I got a bunch of dudes that can ball, that's like the shit, and like you got a whole bunch of dudes. There's times when, like playing a pickup game of football, young bulls, they will let they let the teams be uneven. That's how much they didn't want your bum ass. You can have so and so. Either they can play together, I don't care, and or you can sub them out. But we don't want them. That's how everybody should be towards you, because remember, you're inferior. But yet they don't. Every time something happens, nothing gets done. See, nothing. This is all shit. Ice, all it, nothing's getting done. But this right here, Kane got you, right? Got you emoting. They didn't come get you, but Kane got you with your emotions. Now attack your money. Was about, see, had you been living differently as a target, you would have had food stockpiled. My other video, 39 million blacks, $1 per week toward a bank run for the continent and on the continent, meaning Al-Kabulon, what you call Africa, meaning you will have your own funding. And you ain't gotta ask America for shit ever again, coon. But you want to be a part. You hate yourself so much, you want to be a part of your enemy and hate your own. You want to fuck his wife that hates the fuck out of you. You want to fuck her husband that hates the and on top of that, made a plan to take your space. Black man, black woman. It don't even matter if you don't like the Torah. It's a bloodline thing. Yeah. It's a bloodline thing. It's not even about. You're sitting here worried about the liking. Is a bloodline thing. No matter what, they're going to hate you. See, they all that love each other. It's like back in, like kind of like slavery, but like back in the day, how you watch like the Do the Right Thing, how Sal, everybody was cool, but then when she hit the fan, race go a race. They had a couple blacks still riding with other races though, right? But they all they be all see, or like the Godfather, right? And all that love black or really not to be blacks. What they say in the movie about the horse? It's like a horse you break them in. It's about using for breeding. I mean, all these old movies from like the 60s and the 80s got like negative tones or like little pop. under shots toward black people, right? So had you realized who you are and fought for your own, you would be up by now. You wouldn't be sitting here, we're not messing with it. And now, psychologically, you know what I mean? Psychologically, they use you to get involved once again because they threaten, as they've been, I don't know what the problem is, because you're already facing extinction by 2053. The average income for blacks would be 0. But you're already facing extinction or extermination, or extinction because they're already planning your destruction. So you should be stockpiling food, and some people they come by ABT. Well, why don't you stop? You should use that money to be stockpiling like non-perishable foods and fucking water. You would not have gotten emotionally attached and let everybody just fall without you and see what happens, and also to show your authority. But here on the Savage, like I said, people, you happy? I'm not happy to see nobody young boy fucked up. I understand exactly, but because the laws of Moses do not make any pact with Amalek, Ezekiel 9:4-9, utterly destroy their children, their wives, and their elders, spare them not. I understand their duty because not only my mother video, if you were to kill only their parents in front of them, as they get older, they're going to hate you and want to kill you when they get older. And or they're teaching them in their household behind the doors to hate you, but to be friendly with you. Please, it's elders around my way for my hue, but be on that same shit. Don't be fucking with them dudes. I mean, they cool, but don't be, all up in they. See, exactly. That's why you got men from the community. I mean, they're cool and all, but don't be all friendly. Because shit hit the fan, they ain't gonna be on your side. These are the elders that came from the civil rights in the older times. So they already knew how they tell them to fuck them niggers and shit. Go ahead in front. They already know not to fuck with you. Be all cool and say what's up, be all fake pussy, killing with kindness. My other video, the art of war method is not allowed in Torah. You openly show that I don't fuck with you or mess with you. But they teach their kids at home to hate you. Be chill with you in public. Hey, how you doing? Hey, ha ha. What's up, Holmes? Esse, brother, number one stunner. But yet mentally and behind their closed doors, hate the shit out of you. So you said you want to stop for take a time off, right? Or you're fatigued and tired. You just added more fatigue with like a month or two of bitching, and on top of that, all y'all went out there and just got criminal records. Those of you who unintelligently went out there and stole, I'm not advocating for stealing, but stole with your face being bare and using your car that's registered to your house and your license number. You went out there and got yourself a criminal record. Return to Gander.